Greetings everyone. Greetings in the name of Jesus. I'm just going to make a short video where I talk about the situation in Zimbabwe, and I hope and I trust that I find you well in a world where things are not very rosy. In the sense that everywhere the world is erupting, things are crumbling. When we look, like we are not even aware that there is a place called Russia and Ukraine, where in one day more than 1,000 soldiers are killed on both sides, and the media no longer has time for that. We are at that position where people don't care about what is happening in the world anymore. Now, when we look at what is happening in my country, the country of Zimbabwe, there is something which I find or I have classified as a case. This is the case of religion, so-called prophets, so-called diviners, these guys who are calling themselves prophets and trying to predict the future about politics, about sports, the death of this one, the death of that one. So one of the cases of religion I classified, one of the cases of Zimbabwe I classified as religion. And then the second case is the case of politics, where you have a junta killing itself. Within the system, the army of Zimbabwe, they are killing themselves, and they are being killed by their leader. And you have the case of social decadence, where people are just careless. The things which are attracting Zimbabweans in general, you'll be shocked. What happened in that nation? Somebody will open a Facebook account and they will start talking vulgar language, scolding the other. And within a space of an hour, you will see more than 1,000 likes on that vulgar language. And people will be saying, we belong to this group, we belong to that group. And they are families. Some are called God's family, some are cow family, some are called donkey family, some are horse family, and they are crushing one another. They are majoring on scolding each other. So these are the three cases I've tried to see and comment on. Now, the first thing about Zimbabwe is we have a generation which is glued, stuck in false prophecy. You know, if I were an atheist in Zimbabwe and I just take a newspaper and start reading, not a newspaper, sorry, a Bible and start reading Matthew 24 about the last days and see that Jesus said in the last days false prophets are going to come, earthquakes are going to come, people are going to be greedy, there are going to be strange diseases, just that, diseases, famines, disasters, and false prophets. And men are going to be very evil, brutal, killing other people. Even if I were an atheist, rationally, I would start thinking twice. Now, I want to concentrate on the issue of false prophets. Zimbabwe has been hit the hardest in this world. I don't think there is a country which believes in the nonsense of false prophets like Zimbabwe. Now, if it was an issue of just false prophets and their daily routines, I would say, fair and fine. But here is the case. We have a situation where a man called Ndlovu will lie For more than 10 years, every day, whatever he's saying is a lie. 10 continuous years. And what he says, you can even verify, you can fact check that this guy said this on this date and it never materialized. For example, this is Ndlovu. He talks like this. The Lord has shown me that there is a guy who is going to take over after Mugabe is gone, and this man is an elderly man. His name starts with a city. His name is the name of a city in Australia. I had a dream. Why Mnangagwa takes over? Sidney Sekaramari doesn't take over as he says. Because you see, during the days of Mugabe, when Mugabe was about to be dethroned, Grace Mugabe was going about saying, meaning the stick is passed to those who are humble. And by that time, Sidney Sekaramari, Robert Mugabe, and Grace Mugabe were always together. So people thought that Sidney Sekaramari was going to take over. And Ndlovu converted it to be prophecy. Now, this is a thing you can verify. This is a thing you can check online. Hear him saying it. And in fact, find it. Sekaramari take over from Mugabe. No, who took over? It was Mugabe. That was a lie. So he lied, number one, about Sidney Sekaramari taking over from Mugabe. And then the second lie. When Mnangagwa took over, the same Ndlovu prophesied about elections between Chamisa and Mnangagwa. I remember in 2017-18. What did he say? The Lord has shown me that the man who is going to take over, who is going to win the elections, he has got a name of a city in Australasia. Australasia is New Zealand, Australia and the islands around that place. That place is called Australasia. So in New Zealand, there is a city called Nelson. So all you are seeing, the person whose name is of a city in Australasia is going to win the elections. Everyone knew that he was talking about Nelson Chamisa. It didn't happen. Second lie. Something you can fact check and prove by just reading and researching and listening. Nelson Chamisa didn't take over. Instead, Mnangagwa took over by force. And Ian Scott had shown him that Nelson Chamisa was going to take over. And it didn't happen. The third lie. After the elections, the so-called contested elections in 2017-18, when the election results were about to be released, he says, I know that as you see them fighting Nelson Chamisa and Emerson Mnangagwa, MPF and MTC, at the end, the Lord has shown me that we are going to build a government of national unity. That was 2018, very soon. He used the word very soon in capital letters. 2018, Mnangagwa took over 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now how many years? More than 7 years. The government of national unity is not there. He was lying. So my question to you, my dear brothers and sisters from Zimbabwe, how many times should a man lie to you for you to take him serious? Now from that time up to today, day by day, week in, week out, day in, day out, month in, month out, fortnight in, fortnight out, he has been lying. And people are still taking him serious. You see, the strange thing about all this phenomena is that the more these people lie, the more they have crowds. That's what surprises me. In all this, I'm no longer surprised at their lies. I am surprised at the rate at which when they lie, they gain followers. That's what surprises me. Now, dear Zimbabwe, when are we going to stop listening to these guys? One calls himself Apostle Talent Chiwenga. He rises up. It's just telling me that God showed me that Nelson Chamisa is going to take over in 2017 and blah 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 blah. Once he turns 40, he's going to take over. That doesn't happen. He was lying. I shan't mention all others. But my point being this: why is it that when these guys, the more they lie to the people, the more they become popular? Another one called Madungwe. He has got more than thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. And the media is taking him to be a role model. You see people in a studio in Harare saying, today we are very privileged. We are very blessed. Tina prophet Pachavo, prophet Talent Madungwe. That last week. Within a space of 30 minutes, you will see more than 10,000 likes. This is what is attracting Zimbabweans. Madungwe. Bloggers are talking about Madungwe. The nation is hero worshipping Madungwe. God, thank you.